What's charging my crazy comrades? Weird day here today. No one was expecting this whatsoever. We've waited too long for this. I'm not even gonna delay it. We got a Switch 2 first look trailer. No joke. This is legit. This is on Nintendo's freaking website here, or Nintendo's page, whatever. This is official. It's no joke. No more leaks. No more rumors. Even though all of them were pretty much correct, I think. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to any of them, but I mean, it's kind of exactly what we would expect when we have been thinking about a second Switch for a long time. I've already seen it with Crazy Pastry Queen a little bit ago, but I decided gotta make a video on it anyway. So here we are. I'm just going to show you guys really quick and give you my thoughts as we go along here. That's the old Switch. Pop off the Joy-Cons. Bigger screen outright. Gets a whole overhaul here. I don't know what that I don't know what that's all about at the bottom there, or I think that's supposed to be on the side. That's on the top. Now, interestingly, and they make note of it, there's a USB port on top as well as a headphone jack still. That's the stand. And it's got multiple elevations and it's even got a little bit of support there. Joy-Cons are changing. A little bit more curved on the design, I've noticed. And interesting enough, I think that does stick out. I'm pretty sure. And interesting enough, they don't. You can tell on the connection, and they'll make note of it here at the very end. It's different. I do like how they look. They are going to be a bit bigger. I think that's them showing that they're also going to be thicker, yeah. I think they're going to fit in your hand a lot better. And instead of sliding, that's how they connect now. Now, first thought looking at this was that that's going to break immediately and you're going to have to replace the whole damn console this time instead of just the Joy-Cons. Excuse me. Which may be very possible. People are also theorizing that this is a Mario Kart 9. I doubt it. I think there's way too much DLC and excuse me and support for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that they would just it's gonna be like Mario Kart 8 Super Deluxe or something like that. If it's Mario Kart 9, I'll be surprised. I'll eat my words. But I think it's just going to be Mario Kart 8. This is them telling us, don't worry, all of your Switch games will be will be transferable. Not certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported or fully compatible. I think that's just like very either niche titles or very specific titles. Much like this current generation on PS5 and Xbox Series S and X, they don't they are backwards compatible, but they're not fully 1,000,000% like every single game works. Not every single game is going to work, but a majority, the important ones will. The majority of them will. I think the list of games that don't work may not even crack into the 50s. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so and that's also a nice side-by-side visual comparison of the size of the regular Switch versus the Switch 2. I'm glad they didn't go with the Super Switch or anything like that because that name would have as funny as it would have been, it would the acronym SNS would have just been saying that I almost automatically put the E in there, so I'm glad they didn't. And Switch 2 is just way easier, especially with how much of a bread and butter this console was. This is I was going over the dates earlier with a Crazy Pastry Queen, but this is literally the longest gap we have had in Nintendo consoles ever. It's either been a 5 or a 6 year gap in between every single console since 1985. And this was a 7 year wait. This was the launch of the Switch was March 3rd, of 2017, and this is going to be there's a direct. Well, I mean, I'm just going to let it show here. There's going to be a direct on April 2nd. They avoided April 1st with the 4th of July, or not 4th of July, geez, the April Fool's memes, and they would have avoided the 7 years and 1 month to the day on if they did it on February 4th or February 3rd. Uh, but I th that being said, I there's no way that they also drop this console on that date or anywhere close. I think they might give it this might be a summer release if they don't push it to holiday season. I'd be surprised if they pushed it to holiday season. I think we might get a summer release with a couple of titles, maybe a Twilight Princess remake. Let's hope. And then we get and we get the like the serious titles, the like the real console Switch sellers holiday season. That's my best theory right now. If they go with the summer release date, which I hope we don't have to wait too much longer for this damn console. Again, like I said, we've waited long enough. And I hope this is the direct where like maybe in the front half they give us a good chunk of games and tell us, "Hey, this is what's coming." Like get hyped for the launch window. These are all the games that they might do a Breath of the Wild 1 with and do a Wii U and Switch port and do a Switch and Switch 2 version. I don't want them to do that with too many games just for the fact that I want them to avoid the Call of Duty Ghost problem of where that game it was for the PS3 and PS4, but it ran like crap on both consoles just because it was trying to run on the PS4 on the PS3, and it still had to make sure it ran on the PS3 on the PS4. It just wasn't optimized for either one, and it ran like garbage being on both consoles as a result. I don't want them to do that with too many titles, even though Breath of the Wild ran fine on both Wii U and Switch. Nintendo knows what they're doing still. I want them to take full advantage of this new hardware, and that was what I'm bringing to. I want the first half to be here are the games, and the second half to be okay, console, okay, tech nerds. Here's your stuff. Here's why you need to be excited for our console. And that being said, my opinion, since we're here, we're talking about this. This is the talking point here. I think we're all in agreement. The Switch 2 needs an SSD. Soon as they announce that thing in the tech specs, that thing has an SSD, I'm gonna be sold. I'm happy. If it doesn't have an SSD, I don't know what to say because we need SSDs in our consoles these days. That's just the truth of the matter. We need fast loading. We need fast rendering. We need SSDs. We need memory. We need fast read write speed. Um, Prime 4, I don't know if it's going to be one of those Switch and Switch 2 games. I think it's only going to be a Switch 2 game. I hope it is, and if it's delayed or not delayed, but if it's not until holiday season, I'm okay with that. Yeah, just let them cook really. I don't know exactly what because it's not like they can do a Pikmin game or a Pikmin let's go down the list here. What can we see that would be a I need to buy this console now because they already said that they just said all the Switch games work. So Kirby Forgotten Land uh, do we have a Kirby's Epic Yarn? I believe we do. Yes, I think that's correct. Did we get a Kirby's Epic Yarn on Switch? I think we did. I think we got that remake. I'm trying to think of flagship Nintendo franchises that they can give us on Switch 2 immediately. That aren't like brand new serious games. Well, now that I'm saying that, we're gonna be getting a Mario title at this direct. No questions asked. Same thing happened with Odyssey. It's been that long since we've gotten the last mainline big Mario title that wasn't a port or remake. Not trying to Not trying to throw shade at any of them. I'm glad they all exist. From the 3D All Stars trio, from the Super Mario RPG, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, all the remakes, everything that Mario's gotten on the Switch. I'm glad it has, but we need a new title. It's definitely going to be announced here. We just got another Mario Party. That's not happening. We've gotten teased with a Mario Kart, but I don't know if that. Oh, it may be a Mario Kart 9 just because we've all been asking for it, and we literally have had been playing Mario Kart 8 in one of its versions since for two console generations now. It was on one of the first games on the Wii U. Um, let's see. Metroid, we've already been slowly dripping all the games. In fact, every game is playable on the what is it? The Nintendo membership thingy. Um, as well as Dread and obviously Prime. Maybe Prime 2. Oh, there we go. Twilight Princess remake and Prime 2, Prime 3 remake, as well as teasing Prime 4. One of the Prime games getting remade again, and possibly that would be crazy. That would be really crazy. I mean, that's just me pipe dreaming here at this point. I don't think there's any more info here. Yeah, series of handheld events held around the world, Switch 2 experience. Great. So we're going to be slowly drip feeding info to us through those, as well as all the as well as the direct in what less than 3 months technically, 2.5 months. Great. Um, so that is cool. Huh, funny, we were just talking about Odyssey. Yeah, Nintendo Switch presentation 2017. A we're definitely getting a new Mario game, so that'll be cool to see. Maybe something Kirby. We just got the Donkey Kong Country uh Returns HD, so probably not. Um, it would be crazy as a Final Fantasy VII fan. It'd be crazy if if they finally announce that, hey, because of the new hardware and tech, we've got the Final Fantasy VII games, the remake games on Switch. That would be cool. If not even rebirth, just remake. Um, Doom already is on there, so we can't even announce that. Hey, maybe Doom Dark Ages? That might be a later port. I think that's definitely going to be a later port. I don't know. I don't know what they could announce. I mean, hell, maybe they announce something crazy, something nobody expected. Maybe they show off Resident Evil 9 here somehow for some reason. That on the in the March direct or some one of the spring directs of Nintendo, we got we got the what is it? We got in both of them in two different showcases, we got the Marvel's Capcom collection and the Tatsunoko versus Capcom collection. Like, holy shit. Or I think that, or no, wait, hold on. The Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which had the Tatsunoko versus Capcom in it. Um, so who knows what they could be showing off here game wise? I have no idea. I'm excited. I think it'll be crazy. This is the place. This will be the time for Nintendo to blow our socks out of the water. This is their chance for them to make a flag point stance in this current generation of consoles. They've always like barely kept up, and this is their time to put their stance in. Hey, we can kind of somewhat almost compete with the PS5 and Xbox Series S and X. I'm not expecting it to. I'm definitely not expecting it to overshadow them. I will be happy if it comes even close to the performance. I'll be happy if it comes even close to either of those. It probably won't. It probably will be about just as the Switch is about three-fourths as powerful as a PS4. I'm expecting the Switch 2 to be about three-fourths as powerful as a PS5. Excuse me. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything left to say here, other than this connection here, how the Joy-Cons actually connect. I definitely think that the yeah, this bit here, as you can see, I think it's very flush within the border of the console itself, so that when you want to take them off, or even if you are accidentally trying to, if you accidentally snap or are about to snap them off, I think that it'll just disconnect from the magnetic thing here before it actually before it can have a chance to have a hold of anything to break off. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think the extended design here on the actual Joy-Cons is very intentional, for, if not that purpose, but just better grip in general, especially when you're holding it on its side, because it's very clear that they want you to. Okay, I think I definitely see we've got one button here. Wait a minute. One button here, one button here. Is that a separate button from the trigger? Do we have three buttons back here? There's no way. Hold on. Do we actually have three buttons back there? There's definitely a trigger, and it's definitely got a better holder so that yeah, it's like an actual trigger holder like on traditional controllers. Hold on. Don't do that. One, two, no, I think, unless, is there a, oh, you keep cutting away, you bastard. I swear, wait a minute. That's either a hold or a button itself. I think that might, I don't know. I genuinely can't tell. I see one, I see two, and I swear I'm seeing a button on the other side. But yeah, connectivity. I don't know what this hole here is for. I genuinely don't know, unless it's for an individual. This is my theory, is that it's for an individual headphone connected to the damn thing. I don't know what that extra hole is for, unless it's a reset. Oh, no, wait, it, I think that might be the sensor, infrared sensor, maybe? But I'm trying to. One, two, holder. Is that third button or is that just extra grip? If it's a third button, that's kind of crazy. I genuinely don't know. Yeah, I can't tell. I think the buttons are going to be very clicky. I think that that's what that's telling us. Yeah, I think that's a third button. What do you think? Babe,
You know what it probably is?
what?
The release button.
I was thinking that too. You know what? You're probably right. I was thinking that too, but I thought that might be on the individual things itself. But when it's connected to the console, you're right. You have no access to that whatsoever. So well, they've still got the plus and minus buttons, and that's what the release button was on the old console. Oh, wait. Yes, it is. You have to hold the plus and minus and hold the back button, so you have to hold that too to release it. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. That's a good call. Yeah, and it's connected to the plus button. Or I thought you had to press both at least. Maybe I'm wrong.
You just have to push the one little button.
Yeah, that's definitely what it's for. So it's definitely that's definitely gonna I think it's supposed to provide a more satisfying and a more secure click and a secure hold into the Switch itself.
All I'm saying is people are gonna break that fucking thing so fucking fast.
Oh yeah, kids are gonna break it quick. I still don't know how I feel about this. I wish we had an actual freaking D-pad, but I understand it because you're supposed to use both consoles. I'm still not entirely sold on it being a ninth Mario Kart. I like the dock. I like that it's not. I like that it's a different shape. It's not square exactly. I want to see. Oh, it's actually. If you know, I think the dock is actually way more thin than it used to be. I think it's actually just like the thing that holds it, and all the ports might be either on the back or I think that sounds better to me. All the ports are on the back. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Still a little mad we don't have that D-pad. I just said that though. It is going to be interesting how the Joy-Con controller here actually works and holds these things with it being a slide or a an actually mechanism. You know what I mean? But I do like it. I like the fixes. I want maybe the middle part actually extends out and it gives it room to pop out like that. Like how we've seen the phone the phone consoles, you know how they have the controls on the side of the phone holders and you can play it like that. That's what might be what they're doing. Might be taking a page out of that book. I'm pretty excited. Let's see. That's the bottom. We've still got the air vents and the eye. It still docks on the bottom. We've got two power outlets here on the top and the bottom. The Queen was confused about that, or not really confused, I would say. How would you describe it?
Huh?
What did you think of the plugs being on the top and the bottom?
Oh, that it was stupid.
Oh, I see it as just because of the fact that how many times are you in bed or playing with it on the table and you have to play with it flat because it's annoying to charge and play at the same time. That's why I see it. And if it doesn't detract from the use of the console or any of the power that the console has, I'm okay with it. Although it will be funny to see people plugging into the top and the bottom. Although I imagine one of the safety protocols for that would be once you have one plugged in, it disables the other one entirely. Which could also prevent people from using USB-C to USB HDMI devices like like people have been doing. But we'll see. We will see. Not much else to say. We'll know more in the coming months. We'll know more when the direct hits. Glad that they announced this right off the gate that it was going to be physical and digital, uh, backwards compatible. It needs to be in this day and age. No way in hell it can't be. And if it wasn't, they were going to shoot themselves in the foot so hard if they had left that in question all the way up until launch, that would have been the first thing that would have been the first thing out of everybody's mouth at every single interview, and they would have been like, "No information," and we would have been like, "Dude, really?" And then when the console launched, we would have realized, "Oh yeah, no wonder why they didn't want to talk about it because it's not backwards compatible," and then no one would have bought it, and it would have been an absolute shit show. Anyways. Thank you all for watching, my crazy comrades. I'm excited for April 2nd and to see what is in store for Nintendo and the Switch's future. Xbox Direct in a week from now on the 23rd. Excited for that, as well as PC Rebirth launch. Super excited for that. Not much else to say. Got some stuff in the progress. Got a few things to work on here. Got a playthrough up and coming for you guys. Got to get that uploaded soon if I'm gonna get ready for my February Valentine's Day playthrough. Uh, but yeah, thank y'all for watching. Continue to watch and charge up, everyone. I'll see you guys later. She says bye.